Shang-Chi, Shang-Chi, or Shang-No?
Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. Slant.
Yeah, but isn't this the unplugged version? I don't know. I think it's the unplugged version. All right, Paulie, let's go.
Paulie here on a special Clobberin Slant. It's a Clobberin Slant time. We just decided to do it this morning because the new trailer dropped, and we did a reaction to the teaser trailer a couple months ago. So let's get on this puppy. Let's do this. Good little extra midday Friday to you all, or evening or afternoon, wherever you may be. Let's bring in the man. Clobberin time.
It's Clobberin time. What's up, brother?
Hey, man. How's it going?
All right, man. Good to see you, buddy. Good to see so many wonderful people here in the chat as well. Look at the great Lord Thoth. Avon lives. The long live the Legion, bro. And D-Bud.
Yes.
Look at all these guys. Go 13. I like that name.
Hypnotic Rapture. In Rapture.
I like that one too. That's
Yeah,
a cool name.
yeah. Earlier, I think we had Bud Boy and
Oh yes.
So yeah, so thank you guys.
I like how you pronounce that one.
But you know, we reacted to the trailer, the first trailer, a couple months ago, I believe, right?
Yes.
And that got a good response on the channel, and I was like watching everyone do the reactions, and there's a couple of cool things that they added to this new trailer. But I'm like, let's have some fun, because it's been a topsy-turvy time here at the Slant with all these all these other issues that the Slant covers. Let's have some fun. And we also wanted to invite one of our brothers, a little surprise here, Yeti Cast.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Yeti.
How you guys doing?
All right, man.
Doing well, man. On we made it to Friday.
Yes.
It always amazes me when we make it to the end of a week.
What a week.
Yeah.
And it's like it happens like every week. Dang, that all just happened.
Yeah.
So congrats again on all your recent success, my friend.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, congrats, Yeti.
And you too, because you're just blowing up, and it's awesome to see.
Well, Clobby is in the 900s. So anyone who's not familiar with Clobberin's a great channel, make sure you are subscribed.
Oh, that's fantastic. How's your watch hours?
Well, I've had that for over. I've had those past back in December, but I just get over 9. I got to 9.5 and went back down below it again. Now I'm hovering at the 9. It'll be below it tomorrow, probably. Keep up and down. You know how that goes, bud. But it's okay. I'm having fun.
Oh, I bet you're gonna get there like by the end of the month, type of thing.
I don't know,
last little bit can pick up steam.
Yeah.
Well, I'm game, man, but I tell you what, I'm just having a good time yet. That's what I'm here for, bro. But that's the important thing. And the channel has been what a ride it's been here on YouTube. Love it.
Well, out there, guys, if you're watching this and trying to start your channel, or and you're like, well, I'm really good in this subject, but I'm terrible in this one. Whenever you're terrible in something as far as a subject, but you want to cover it because you're like excited about it, here's my advice. Get someone smarter in the room with you. And that's why these two gentlemen are with me. Because I am the Marvel Comics, for dummies book they write for. So we're gonna go over this trailer. I know everyone. I know us three have seen it. I kind of like stopped watching it just so I could watch it again.
I haven't seen it yet.
Oh, you haven't?
Yeah, this is gonna be first
perfect.
watch, fresh.
There you go.
So let's say hello to some other people that have arrived, and then we'll get right to it. Does that sound good?
Indeed.
That sounds awesome.
Indeed. So I think we said hello to Lord Thoth, Glogo, and D-Bud. Captain Trek is here. Hey, buddy. I hope you're well. And Bud Boy's here. I know of Daryl the Derelict, but I don't think he's been here before. So howdy, you guys know Daryl?
I think I've seen the name. Well, howdy, Daryl. Hail.
I've seen
I
definitely.
think I recognize. Yes, I
Yeah.
definitely have.
I definitely have seen him. And anyways, it's good that you're here. And Press Play Streaming Studios. Hey
there.
Press Play. Type something in because it's almost like Press Play Streaming Studios, and then you have the Press Play logo. It's like, are you a real channel? Oh, it's your first time here. Well, welcome to the Slant. We do a lot of different things here, from covering everything and anything in the Latino entertainment community, but also to fun stuff that brings us together. Like today, we're doing this. This is special, but every Friday night we have our Karaoke Geeks. So Karaoke Geeks tonight, we have our members coming on and singing David Bowie versus Prince songs. David Bowie versus Prince songs. They'll be playing for prizes, and I already got the prizes ready. They're Latino Slant cups. And what else? Ords Boards and Kashik Queen are coming on to be judges. I mean, that's pretty fun. Oh, look, here we go. Look,
That's awesome.
I'm a fan of Yeti. Yay!
Oh, thanks, man. Yeah,
Thanks.
He always see him in the chat. Absolute awesome dude.
So Daryl the Derelict and Press Play, thank you guys for being here for the first time on the Slant. This is where I get to have fun with my friends in the community. This Wednesday nights we usually have interviews or live performances. I'm happy to say we're gonna have a Caribbean kind of Dominican live band next Wednesday night. I hope to pull it off. I will let you guys know, but I'm always doing some fun stuff here. Anyways, this is fun. You guys having fun?
Indeed.
Absolutely.
Always, buddy. Yes,
okay,
sir.
let's get
Very
to
cool.
it. And I'm stoked that everyone is here. Please clobber the like button. You like that? Clobber. And share the link. Okay, let's get to Marvel Entertainment's Twitter page. And let's just play it. We won't say anything, and then we'll go. I want to see what your first impressions are.
All right.
Awesome.
Sounds good. All right, here we go.
Indeed, sir.
So you guys getting the big screen?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes.
And
throughout my life, the 10 rings gave our family power. If you want them to be yours one day, you have to show me you are strong enough to carry them.
You are a product of all who came before you. The legacy of your family. You are your mother. And whether you like it or not, you are also your father.
I told my men they wouldn't be able to kill you if they tried. Glenn, I was right.
You're just a criminal who murders people.
Be careful how you speak to me, boy.
I thought I could change my name. Start a new life. But I could never escape his shadow.
My son, you can't run from your past.
Is this what you wanted?
oh,
You got this.
Thank you.
Jab, left foot, right hook.
Whoa. Okay. All right. First impressions, guys.
Well, I like it better than the first teaser.
Uh-huh.
It definitely looks much more interesting. The fights look fun.
Yeah.
A bit more invested this time. Curious about all the rings and how they're going to play out.
Right. Okay. Okay, good. All right. Clobberin?
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's a little bit better trailer than the last one. I don't know what they're thinking of with those quote unquote 10 rings. What are the 10 bangles or something? I mean, what in the hell's wrong with them with that? I mean, I don't like the way they're handling the Mandarin, but you know me, I don't like when they deviate too far. I know we can't have Fu Manchu for some reason, but there was some interesting things in the trailer, and I think as a trailer, this does flow better. It works better. It communicates a little bit more to you. How do you remember how long that last one was that we saw a couple months ago? Similar in length, I guess. It was like what? It was a couple minutes. So I probably before this comes out, you'll get an even longer one than this. But it did seem to me that they trimmed this thing up a bit and made this trailer so that they can stick a few little curiosities in it to
Easter
get
eggs.
people talking. I guess that's a good way to put it.
Yeah.
Two in particular that if you won't mention them yet.
But so in the chat, what did you guys think? Just first impression, just from watching it with us, or if you've seen it before. I gotta say, man, I really love some of this. Some of them but anything with Tony Long, who plays the father, and they actually showed he's in it. He's in the trailer a lot, so I gotta believe he's gonna be in the movie a lot. Anything with this actor is, my wish is that he was the lead. He's a little too old to play the lead, but he's an incredible actor. Oh my god. My god. I like when I think about some of the work he's done, from Internal Affairs to Redcliffe to The Grand Master. I'm just like, oh, Tony Long, because he's an actor, and he is a martial artist. He's not like so much like a Jackie Chan.
Well, it seemed like there was going to be a showdown between them, so I think you're going to get him in that type of role.
Right. I mean, I definitely saw at least a couple of fights where they're.
Yeah.
It seems this is all about Shang-Chi changing his alias and then, kind of living the life with Aquafina, which I didn't like the joke. That's the thing with Marvel and their jokes. It's like they got to stop that crap. With the jokies at the end. It's like, why? I don't need any jokies.
They can't help themselves with the jokes.
Yeah, especially for the trailers. But it seems that there's a nice triangle of the father, son, and the mother going on, which I love. Right? I'm still not crazy about the lead, which is problematic. But what did you guys think in the chat? Okay, all right. Well, I invited Script, but he is stuck at work. But hey, Script, what's happening, brother?
Hey, Script Doctor, what's up, buddy?
All right, Press Play says this looks crazy good. Well,
it's leaps and bounds above the Eternals. Like after seeing that other one, is like, oh, okay, this is interesting.
Yeah. Bud Boy, this trailer looks better than the first one did. I think we can all agree there.
I agree with that. Yeah.
Lord Thoth, this is reminding me a lot of the Elektra movie with Jennifer Garner. I don't know about that, Lord.
Whoa, dude.
That's messed up. That's messed up. That's funny though.
He could be right. You never know.
You never know. Rick Sanchez, PhD. It's meh. Okay. All right.
There you go.
All right. D-Bud, much better than the first trailer.
Yeah, I think they cut it a little bit better in terms of building up a little more of excitement for it. I'm with you. The lead dude, I don't know about him, but doesn't mean the movie. Not the movie. That's
Script Doctor just straight up killed any excitement that I might have had.
Oh, I haven't gotten to that comment, so don't tell me yet.
Oh, you're gonna
tell me. Leave it to. I mean, I'm like now. I'm glad you're not coming on. Now I'm just playing. Arm rings are. Press play says arm rings are an actual thing in kung fu. Seems like they're trying to meld the fantasy with reality. Yeah. There's a lot of like martial arts, Chinese martial arts questions that I have with what they're trying to do. Because from what I see, the mom is also a martial artist, and it seems like she's teaching some of that to him, which is not out of the realm in Chinese martial arts. Ageist. Well, Tony, listen. He got me because I'm really against people calling actors ageist. You know, I'm just against all that, and I don't want to get into it. But Tony, I would love for him to have been this lead. Okay, you got me. Glogo looks like a decent movie. But I'll see it though in the theater. More like a rental. All right, okay. And
I don't disagree with them there.
No, there's nothing wrong with that. Bud Boy. Oh, wait. It was good to see more superhero type stuff and some more fantasy elements of it. I agree with Clobberin. Not sure about how they're going to do the rings, but I'll give it a go.
Yeah, they're not actually rings. Even, the Mandarin's supposed to have actual, rings on his fingers, 10 rings that give him powers and things like that. It's complicated, but yeah, so they're obviously skirting that. He is, by all accounts, the guy playing his father, the actor you mentioned, is the Mandarin. Or what they're going to be passing off as the Mandarin. The MCU has a tendency to hodgepodge and amalgamate characters all over the place and merge characters and do their own thing. And then sometimes they end up being name-only type characters when they do that.
Stephen Otten, who's a member of the channel, better trailer than the first one. I'm enthusiastic about this one than the other Marvel properties currently in release. However, it's Disney. So I'll have to pass. Oh, really?
There you go.
Interesting. The first part of that is I'm with you. Like what we said, Black Widow and the Elementals, the Eternals.
Eternals, yeah.
Elemental. Yeah, Eternals.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'll probably see Black Widow just because with Romy,
Sure.
But we'll see. Yeah, we'll see. Hypnotic. If this film doesn't understand Asian storytelling, it will fail in Asia and with Asian Americans. Oh. Hypnotic, what is Asian storytelling and how can it be truthful to that while still being the comic book or at least inspired from the Kung Fu Master original? That's why we have Clobberin and Yeti here. Okay.
Well, did they ever find out if they are going to be banned in China? Because I know that was a story a while ago that they're considering banning the movie.
Yeah.
I don't know if that got sorted out.
I don't know. Maybe a strip doctor. Script. I think Script. And I don't know if Tom is in the chat, but one of you guys can answer that. But Script Doctor saying it's written by David Callahan, who did Wonder Woman 84, MK 2021. What's MK?
Mortal Kombat.
Zombieland 2. So if you love those, you will probably enjoy this. Oh my God. Okay. Yeah, that's not good. I studied Wing Chun. If I can answer, LOL. Wing Chun is created by females, right? It's Wing Chun, not Tai Chi. Were 10 jewels that were put into the rings for the Mandarin to get his powers?
Well, yeah, they were actually components of an alien spaceship that resembled rings, and he kind of came across an alien that had crashed in the ship, and he stole the rings and kind of wore them as rings, but they were actually alien jewels or components to an alien engine of some sort. If I'm remembering that correctly, something along those lines. With an alien, so yeah, so yeah, that's sort of like it. But he wore them like rings on his fingers. The Mandarin did.
And we'll go one more. Derek, the derelict. Dave Harbour being in the Black Widow series makes me want to see it. The dude is hilarious. The actors in that make me want to see it. I do like those 4 actors. So, Clobberin, what can you give us a quick history of Shang-Chi, the comic book? Kung Fu Master?
Well, basically, Master of Kung Fu, and I think it was originally created by Jim Starlin and I forgot who else created it with him. It's been a while. As you know, in the early 70s, and this was like 72 or 3, whatever it was, Bruce Lee was huge, and Kung Fu films were huge. It was a craze, and Marvel was jumping all over that. DC was jumping all over it. The comics, it was just a big thing. So they wanted to have some Kung Fu or characters to sell, to go off of. And so, yes, he was one of them. There were many. He was probably, his series had the longest run, ran like 10 years or something like that. I think 73-ish, somewhere up in there. And he was his visual look at everything, his face, all of it, based on Bruce Lee. And especially later when Paul, when Paul Gulacy would draw him, he drew him, and I think Jane Day did as well, drew him to look just like Bruce Lee. But of course, his father, his father was taken from the old Sax Rohmer novels, Fu Manchu books, The Crime Doctor. And so Marvel actually paid for the rights to use that character in there to insert him into the Marvel Universe, in fact. And basically, Shang-Chi went on his origin, I think, went on a mission to as an assassin for his father, and it was sent to kill an old man, Nayland Smith, I think, or something like that. The guy who used to be the old detective in the old Fu Manchu stories. But anyway, he felt guilty about it, and he decided he didn't want to be a murderer, and Nayland Smith sort of became sort of his mentor, and it just therein launched the comic where he was fighting his father the whole time. Again, Fu Manchu, not the Mandarin or anything like that, but we live in a time you can't do that. That character is very controversial. His books were controversial. The films made about him were controversial. So there we go. As far as that's a basic setup, and he was integrated into the Marvel universe. So Shang-Chi met them all and hung out with all the superheroes even. So,
you have any questions, Yeti?
No, I don't think so. It's
so this is his dad, right? Or I just put a comic book cover up.
Yes. Fu Manchu, the Crime Doctor, again from the early old novels by Sax Rohmer. The Sax Rohmer estate still owns the character, so they had to pay for the rights to use him. But yes, and he was like I say, that was his primary enemy throughout the series.
Okay, so how long did this particular comic run for?
About 10 years, from like 73 to 83 or something like that. 100 some odd issues. It was one of the more critically acclaimed comics. I love Iron Fist as well, but as far as characters are concerned, but this is probably easily the most successful of the Kung Fu series. There was also some Marvel mags called Deadly Hands of Kung Fu. He would pop up in there a lot as well, and as I said, he would make guest shots in other Marvel comics. But he had a great run as far as a comic that wasn't for a non-superhero title.
Press Play has a question. Did he teach Spider-Man to fight hand-to-hand in the comics?
He teamed up with him. Whether he taught him that, I don't know. I doubt it. Superheroes usually, if they had superpowers, just relied on the powers. So I would, I don't know if it's serious.
He held his own against some of these people, didn't he?
Absolutely. They respected him. He teamed up with the Thing, me. The Marvel 2-in-1. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah,
nice.
And absolutely, he ran around with the superheroes, and they respected him. And I recently bought this Marvel Legends action figure a couple of years back. Because I have a rule. I can't really spend too much money on action figures because I go crazy. But I had to have Shang-Chi. I just had to have him. And the dummies had him with his shirt off, which you can find, without that top thing. And so I went and took it off of an older figure of him and put it on the new one because I think he looks better like that. I just like that outfit for some reason. I like that look.
You like that look. So
yeah.
So immediately this look, right, that we have here, and
he might have taught Spidey in an issue. You never know, because I mean, they met. So
right, but this look, in comparison to what they're giving us here,
yeah, I don't think they have any kind of. I don't think he's gonna have anything like close to any kind of a what you would call a costume or anything like that. I'm gonna doubt. I'm gonna be doubtful of that. I mean, maybe at the end there'll be something.
Yeah, that's what I'm guessing.
Yeah.
By the end, he's gonna garb up, because that's kind of what they usually do,
right?
With these
those colors.
Yeah.
Yep, something with the colors, like it would be like the red and the yellow thing, like that.
It won't really be that. I think he had it with his fight with the dad later on.
Yeah. God,
okay.
Tony looks. Is he fighting his wife?
That guy.
No, I think that's more training how to use the rings.
Oh, that's sick.
Oh, could be. That guy's supposed to be Death Dealer. Wow, I think he is.
Yeah,
Death Dealer.
He looks great. The Death Dealer guy.
Yeah, I think that's him. There's a Razor Fist is in it too, or something. A couple of they're not gigantic, names in terms of villains or anything, but they did fight good old Shang-Chi.
So they're obviously not staying truthful to the look of, but this is our hero.
That might be Razor Fist in like a script set. He's one of them, probably Razor Fist, which I don't think he has a razor on his fist, by the way. At least he's not Taserface.
So let's cool. Any other comments right now? Let's go through it again, but we'll stop and go. Yeti.
Most of mine are more of what's going to go on with the story, as a whole, rather than the individual sections right now. So if you want me to save that until we finish going through the trailer, I can.
I mean, whatever you want to interject, man. It's just kind of. Yeah, why don't you say?
Okay.
Go ahead.
I'm wondering what changes they're going to make to the Mandarin, because we saw when they first did that in Iron Man 3, it pissed off a lot of people, just because it wasn't anything like the original character.
Yes.
So if they're going to do that again, have they not learned anything?
They'll never learn. They will always mess around. No, they will always mess around with the characters and turn them into hybrids and amalgams of different, like the hodgepodge, like they did in Iron Man 2 with they used the identity of the Crimson Dynamo and combined him with Whiplash's ability for some reason and called him Whiplash when he was not. It was almost neither that way. And they've done that many times with these films. And so I don't know what we're going to get out of the Mandarin. He already has bangles, not rings. They're probably not going to be alien in origin. Magic probably or something, but you never know. Maybe they will be alien. I don't know.
All right. Well, let's do a little stop and go.
Okay.
And we'll check it out again here. And then if you want me to stop, tell me as well.
Okay.
Throughout my life, the 10 rings gave our family power.
So throughout his life, which I assume is a mortal life, or is this Wen Wu? Is he living in like a life of hundreds of years, or because he says throughout my life, the 10 rings have always given our family power. That's kind of a weird sentence,
Yeah, I could see how that would work both ways. Whether or not he's talking more just to the family lineage with the rings, or if he's saying, he's been alive for so long and that's what's kept him going.
Yeah. I know it's out of context too, because you don't know who he's talking to or what. All right, here we go.
Well, he wasn't immortal in the comic, not Mandarin anyway.
All right, that's good to know. Well, that's cool. Dang.
If you want them to.
Okay, so I don't think that's him though.
But
Or is it?
right there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that
I
isn't
don't
that
know.
him?
Okay,
Probably.
that's Tony. Yeah, and then but he's like in ancient. This looks like
Yeah, it does. He looks old, really, in ancient times. Yeah,
this is totally like hundreds of years ago. Then so
they're gonna do their own thing.
so it's either his descent, like he's it's his family lineage, like one of his granddaddies.
Yeah,
That's possible.
Yeah, or it's him and he's got more of an immortal life. I'm thinking hopefully the former, where it's like a descendant, like I mean, either way, I think that looks pretty cool. Okay.
If you want them to be yours one day, you have to show me you are strong enough to carry them.
Okay, so there's the what we think is the main conflict. You got to show me, son, if you got the cojones to
wield the rings.
Yes. Only the pure of heart may find the golden grail, so to speak.
Well, I'm getting the sense that
script. It's a weird sentence because it's poorly written. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. I didn't want to say that, but go on.
Well,
I'm sorry.
Yeah, he's not supposed to be
Yeti cast
immortal, but maybe he will be in this. And
No, I totally forgot what I was trying to say.
oh yeah, if it's an immortal thing, then we're dealing with Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2.
Yeah.
I am sorry. I've been burned by every movie that Disney has put out since Infinity War. This is going to be no better. Okay. Well, that is definitely your opinion, Lord, and we're glad that you're here and glad that you are a member of the channel, man. And I hear you, man. I hear you.
Like I do agree with them on that. It's they've been putting out a bunch of shows that just don't seem to work. But the one thing I will give it is this seems more of a return to pace, at least for the action sequences and story from the trailer. Like this reminded me of an older trailer rather than some of the new things that we've seen. I don't know if it agrees or disagrees.
Well, I think it's situated. So since Infinity War, what has been out? The TV shows,
Endgame. Captain. Let's say was it
Captain Marvel,
Endgame, and then the TV shows.
And no Ant-Man, no other movies, huh? Just those two. And then because of the beer bug,
Ant-Man Wasp. Yeah, sorry, that was another one.
Ant-Man Wasp, which I thought was all right. I wouldn't say I was burned. I wasn't burned by. Definitely burned by Marvel.
I was burned by Endgame. I have a lot of problems with it.
Shame Game was a disappointment. There were some good parts.
A lot of good stuff and a lot of bad decisions.
And then and then the TV show
was way better than Endgame.
Yeah.
Okay.
With you there. Yeah, so I've kind of been burned too, but what can you do? This stuff, it doesn't mean this is going to be bad. It's
we forgot about your favorite Spider-Man.
I hated that. Oh, Iron Spider Boy. Yeah, you're right. Did forget about that.
You know why? Because
it was forgettable.
It's so forgettable. Yeah, Lord Thoth makes a good argument there. Wasp and the other guy.
Wasp and that guy.
Come on, brother.
Wasp and the little guy.
Now, something I never. This might be slightly off topic, but just on Spider-Man, he was like heralded as such a good Spider-Man and such a good movie, but I could barely get through that first one. I found it so unbelievably boring. Michael Keaton was the best part, and he didn't seem like he was in that enough.
Yeah, no, I mean, that's a hard pass. I mean, I saw them, then I can hard pass, right? I don't hard pass on stuff that I don't see. I was a hard pass on those two movies. Toby's Spideys are always be the ones for me, the first two. Even the third one was better than the first Iron Spidey boy.
Yeah, well, I didn't finish it. Like I literally got too bored. Like I don't want to waste any more time.
Right.
I couldn't stand him.
All right. Well, let's watch a little bit more. Here we go.
You are a product of all who came before you. The legacy of your family. You are your mother. And whether you like it or not.
Okay, you are your mother, and whether you like it or not, your father. So she's teaching him either Tai Chi. I think the Tai Chi. If anyone can correct me.
I don't think it'd be Tai Chi because Tai Chi isn't exactly a fighting martial art.
No, it's a movie.
There's
like
components to it, but it's more meditative, isn't it?
Well, but it looks like he was doing that. That's what I'm saying. Looks like they're meditating. Like
you are your mother, and whether you like it or not.
I mean, that's so slight, I'd like,
yeah.
Ooh, but in Tai Chi there is those movements, right? But anyways,
I bet that relates to channeling magic.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
What's his Does he have magical powers, Clobby?
Who? Who? You mean Shang-Chi?
Mm-hmm.
No, sir. Not at all. No problem.
Not at all.
No, sir. He is a human. That's what's so extraordinary about him. He can. He's all Batman. In other words, he's all human, and channels his inner Batman, and his greatness comes from within.
Right. There is Tai Chi used for combat. Absolutely. That's what I was like, wait a minute. I think you're thinking of the meditative style of Tai Chi.
That's all I'm familiar with.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And Pete, the cat is here with us. Tai Chi is part of pushing someone away from you. Awesome.
Okay.
Yeah. And these are all Chinese martial arts base.
Well, then I stand corrected.
That's all right.
But I did think I saw the mum like basically doing some magic, like or something like that
later on. So which would change the storyline, Clobby? Do you remember the mom or the parents having magic like that?
I don't remember much about the mom. Now, bear in mind, it's been 30-something years since I've read that comic. But if Fu Manchu messed around with magic, but he was not.
Yeah.
And the Mandarin had the alien rings that gave him, powers.
Right.
So yeah, but what they're doing here, I don't know. Could be, it'll be something to do with magic, probably.
Right, which is going to bring us to Wong and
why I don't know about the mom though,
and why he's even in the movie.
Yes, and probably for a very short time.
You are also your father.
Okay, so we all know who this actor is, the great Tony Long.
Right.
He's been in this is who I am like, just crazy
excited
about.
For? Yeah.
Oh, I love this guy's acting career last 20 years, and this is for me why I'll go. This is why I'm gonna go see the movie. Okay, anyways.
Father.
So that is the teenage Shang-Chi, which I visually as a leading man and charismatic figure, I like this actor. I love this guy's look. He's getting trained on.
I told my men they wouldn't be able to kill you if they tried.
So he's had the dad throws his men after him, correct?
Yes, the test apparently
to test him.
Yes, according to the trailer.
In the comics, like, did he have a bad father?
Oh yeah, well, Fu Manchu is about as bad as it gets.
Yeah,
he's like yes, he's the crime doctor, as he's called. He's horrible. So yeah, that is from the comic.
Okay, so that has not changed. Their rivalry.
Yes.
How bad does it get?
Well, you mean in the comics?
In the comic.
Well, Fu Manchu is, even though he was imported from another medium, novels, and they actually had a lot of movies about him, is the equivalent. He's right up there with the Dr. Dooms of the world or people like that, except he's fully evil. He's a crime lord. So, yes, he's bad as it gets. He's horrible. And
we assume he's that.
If he's that, anyway. Well, the Mandarin's horrible. The Mandarin's one of those top Marvel villains as well. So if they're going for some elements of the Fu Manchu Shang-Chi relationship, and then making him something slightly resembling the Mandarin, then he's bad news. He's bad, evil.
Well, he just said. Now, who is this right here? Is this Razor?
That must be Death Dealer or whatever.
That's Death Dealer.
I don't know if the way he looks, maybe
because they go from the young to that's still him. That's still the young one,
the kid.
So even at a young age, he's fighting Death Dealer.
I'm speculating because they make people look nothing like the comics.
I know,
and he was only in an old comic, so yes, it could be.
But what we do know is that this is the younger Shang-Chi still training at the temple.
Yes. Yeah, I think it looks like Death Dealer to me, but
sometimes I think they make some of the changes for the better, because when we first saw the original X-Men, they tried to go very close to the comics and they kind of look silly. So it works when they change it up just a little bit, because sometimes it doesn't work on screen. Like it works in drawings really well, but
I thought that first X-Men film, they totally tried to look not like the comics. Remember, they made a joke about yellow spandex, which I'd have liked better than the motocross outfits they had.
Well, I was just saying they got closer, and then they strayed further and further away, so as to not look silly.
Well, yeah, press play is correct. Yeah. Chi is your internal energy. Chi is either Mandarin or Cantonese. Chi in Korea, it's your ki. And I believe in Japanese it's do. Correct me if I'm wrong. But the do arts, Aikido, Hapkido, which is Korean, Japanese, Judo. Correct me if I'm wrong, but first class costumes were pretty good. Yeah, first class.
Yeah, they were not too. I mean, I don't really like any of the movie costumes they do almost ever. So,
oh, look at we have a guy who thinks Pete thinks that this trailer wasn't as cool as the first one.
Oh,
really? All right, Pete. Just goes to show you, man. Yeah. I love different takes on this. I love different slants. You guys get that? Clobberin slant?
You did?
Yes. Yeti, the slanted Yeti slant.
Well played. But, yes, both trailers actually serve purpose in terms of the first one actually shows you a little bit more setup about his what he's doing in terms of spending 10 years, as they say, to live a normal life. That, both trailers, if you combine them, make one good long trailer in the sense that it's kind of setting the thing up to let you know. I think this one was done for more of show you more of the excitement and the action.
You're right there, because that was about the 10 years. Now it's about the family relationships and your legacy here. Know, and whether you're man enough, because the Mandarin in the first trailer was a little more mysterious. So we got a lot more Tony in this.
Yes, and it's also, let's face it, it's also getting closer. So it's about stirring up, and this is not a criticism. It's about throwing in some Easter eggs to get people talking.
Yeah, and this comes out in early September. So
yeah, we're getting closer. There'll be one more after. There'll be another. There'll be a long trailer probably.
So this is Michelle Yeoh. I don't know her relationship yet in the film, but she's the one telling. Right? What's that?
Mom, isn't she mom?
No.
Oh, not okay.
Well, okay. If she's the mom, it's a different actor playing the mom of the kid right here. Look at.
I'm totally wrong then. Probably
that's a different actress.
It's someone else. Okay.
Probably aunt or family friend.
Or is that the mom when he's a kid, and then later maybe could Michelle be the mom as when he's an adult?
Unless they change the actors. That's what I'm. If you're right, but either way, she is a female figure. Maybe in the family, talking about the legacy in the family.
Could be a teacher.
That'd be kind of cool, because Michelle Yeoh is amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, and then
Could be.
So, and then we're establishing what a bad dude he is, and he's sending off his goons to get him. Now, this is a charge that Death Dealer throws at the glass, and it goes off. and he's saying that you shouldn't be able to get hurt, right? If prophecy holds, you wouldn't be able to get hurt. I don't know. That's what he's saying. And then there's a great actor, Tony Long, and he says, "Glad I was right," meaning he wasn't hurt.
Yep, confirming that it was sort of a test.
So this is a big father-son thing. I just of course what I'm hoping for is that this guy is not a weenie. That he becomes a man. Like he becomes like, and don't be the soy hero.
Right.
He's probably going to start off with the little soy.
Right.
Yes.
Correct.
Little soy.
I haven't checked into the chat. Glad so many people have showed up. This is a special Clobberin Slant special on a Friday before we get into other things, other shows later today. But we're joined by YetiCast and by members of the Latino Slant. Thank you guys for being here. Thanks, Yeti.
The thing about that Sax Romer estate that Michael Gonzalez is talking about?
Yeah, let's get to that. There you go. Go ahead.
Well,
please.
It's true. Well, they didn't, the rights did lapse. However, there's not a lot going on with the characters, the Sax Romer characters, because especially the days we live in now because of problematic and that kind of thing. A while back when Marvel did their last Shang-Chi omnibus, they paid the Sax Romer estate to do that. So Disney could easily afford to pay the money to use that character again, and they would gladly take the money, but we all know they won't. So money's not an issue with the character. You do have to pay for the rights when you use it, but it'll never happen for different reasons.
Yeah, wasn't there a whole blowback on Fu Manchu?
Well, yeah, there's plenty of it.
Yeah, and so I think that's why they wouldn't use him
right,
because it was a hot issue. So they switch over to the Mandarin.
Exactly, but again, when they had no problem paying the money to the Sax Romer estate when they did their big last omnibus reprint of Master of Kung Fu.
And thank you guys in the chat. In as far as the correct wording and what they mean, do means the way. You're right, absolutely right. So judo, hapkido, and I really appreciate that. And the key is energy.
So Homer Simpson is like some ninja master then.
Isn't he always? Glad that everyone's here. Come and hang out with us. We're now doing a little scene by scene breakdown. Please clobber the like button if you haven't already and share. Here, let's get one more from.
You've got to do it like Loki.
They didn't use the name though. They called him the Crime Doctor. When Alan Moore did League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, I don't think they called him Fu Manchu. They just called him the Crime Doctor.
Okay. Mark D, what's up, brother? Good to see you.
Mark D, brother.
I think this is to you, Yeti. If you saw the Whacking Day episode of The Simpsons, yes, Homer's a master. And Claude Parrish. Hey, Claude. We've got a lot of new people here to the Slant.
Minimus.
Marvel didn't want to pay a nickel to keep the character in line with the comics.
It's not. Yeah, they didn't want to pay, but they didn't want to keep him in line with the comics anyway for some of the mentions we eliminated.
Right.
Problematic.
Let me just say, if you are new to the channel, please consider subscribing. We have great shows every week and videos that cover a lot of ground from Latino pop culture to history, to a lot of music, and to stuff like this. So thank you all for being here. Okay, let's break this down a little bit more. And my connection with, just my personal connection with this is that I'm into Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and I love martial arts. So that is my little thing. Okay, so where are we here? Glad I was right. Okay. All right, so we see a helicopter coming into some sort of compound. Over a mountain. We've seen this type of shot before.
Yeah, the big criminal headquarters, probably. Yeah.
You're just a criminal who murders people. Okay.
That's right.
All right. We're getting some of the story here. Some of the backstory.
Yeah. The 10 Bengals.
You know, those have to be uncomfortable to wear all the time.
So this to me feels like Michael Corleone's son, or like a Godfather's son, kind of realizing who his dad really is.
Yeah.
And staying away from the family business. Right? He even changes his name, he says. So I like that. I got to say I really like that story structure. And I have to say too, when Tony Long says, "You better be careful how you speak to me, boy," that's badass.
Yeah.
You know, it's good to like flex some male energy, man. Jesus,
You don't see it very often.
I mean, it's just like it's unreal, you know, especially in superhero movies.
I
and
know.
action movies.
Just wait. Tomorrow's there's going to be an article how it's all toxic masculinity.
Of course. You know, it occurs to me, by the way,
Mm-hmm.
that the immortal thing, if they are sort of amalgamating him or incorporating some elements of Fu Manchu, that might be where the immortal thing comes from, because he was immortal, I believe, so whatever. So it could be.
Script Doctor with a snarky question. Did we not sing the rings in the Kung Fu House? Love it. You know, for a guy who's stuck at work, you were commenting on, maybe you're on a little work break right now. I love it.
That is true.
I think there is a Spider-Man villain named the Ringer who has similar weapons.
In a Peter Parker issue, I don't know if he ever came back, but he had rings. It's the Ringer, and Spider-Man made fun of that name. The Ringer, really?
TC, can you guys read the
That's true. Well, you know, Doug Mensch really did most of the writing for the character. The Zek stuff was like, you know, I personally prefer Paul Galassi than even the late great, sadly gone Gene Day. I wasn't a big Zek guy, but a lot of people liked it. And yes, I agree with that. It was kind of a Bruce Lee meets a James Bond type of world. Yeah, that's absolutely, that's fair.
Diz Marvel. Oh, I never heard of that one. Diz Narvel sucks.
Diz Narvel.
That's funny. Funny. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm getting, man. Over the years, Yeti and knowing, you know, comic experts like Clobberin and Mark C, the great late great Mark C, and the Mark D with a C. It's like, damn, man, these movies suck.
Dude, by the way, Paulie, I sent you a picture on Twitter of Shang-Chi doing something pretty extraordinary. If you will see it later, if you want.
Oh, did you DM me or?
I DM'd it to you.
So many of the issues stem from studio interference. Like if you actually look back at Spider-Man 3, it was a totally different story that they had lined up, but the studio forced Venom in there, which if you watch the movie, he really doesn't fit in very well with the story. It was going to focus more on Sandman, but they really wanted to get Venom because he was the hot item of the time. I know I desperately wanted to see Venom on screen, just not the way they did it.
Right.
So it was all these last minute changes, and they never really got that cohesive story together.
I don't have any photos of in my Twitter DMs, Clobberin, but let me move on with this a little bit.
Oh, wait a minute. I sent it to you now. I thought I'd get the sending thing.
So obviously he says there, you better watch how you talk to me, boy. So here is them sitting down. No, this is, like more of a actor's scene, which I love. It tells me that there's going to be, back me up here, a script. There either could or could not be some great character moments here when they're not fighting. It's not fantasy. It's just a sit down discussion. So that is there in the trailer. September. Okay, here we go. So is this Michelle Yeoh?
I think so.
Yeah, this correct me now, people in the chat, Lord Thoth. This looks like some like a beautiful Wing Chun movement.
That's so what Claude put in there. But
that's so cool. I can't see the quotes, the comments right now. I'm almost glad because I don't want to keep getting distracted. So that is Now is that so that is him
Yeah,
she's shown it to. Okay.
Yeah.
Any thoughts on that, guys?
Yeah, that's where I thought they were like channeling magic or chi or whatever they had in mind. Like it seemed like she was trying to teach them.
Okay. And then I think we finally get to some imagery that we were used to in the first trailer.
Yeah, on the bus.
The bus, which I think a lot of people liked.
The bus scene is cool.
Yeah. And they're different shots now. So now they're showing us a lot of the bus.
Right.
So he's got a runaway bus. He's got homeboy trying to kill him. Okay, go ahead.
Razor fist.
I thought I could change my name. And then they cut to this little montage of him hanging out with Aquafina, having fun, starting a better new life. Now here they cut to, okay. Here, to me, this looks like someone died. And they're putting the lanterns and watching them go away. Kind of a la Karate Kid. You know, when Miyagi's pops died, they did that.
And in Asgard, they do it.
Asgard.
Isn't there also just a festival of lights? Like they don't just do it when someone dies. It was, traditional holiday stuff that they make these items to float on the rivers or up into the air.
Right.
So it might not be a death. It might just be a celebration.
But if that's the case, I mean, it's pretty somber and dark. So sit-downs are typically exposition dumps. It depends on the acting and what is being said and the tension. Yeah. Well, the tension and what is being said there is that better watch how you talk to me. And hopefully the acting is top-notch between the father and son. But great note. Script, no way a bus would drive over a car like that. It'd crush it completely. I've seen many bus accidents and the car always loses. yeah. Oh, that's funny. Hey, we got a channel member, Big Steve. I hope you're going to make our karaoke tonight. Stop on by. We got Prince versus David Bowie. And it's good to see you. Soul Assassin, what's up, brother? Howdy, Paulie, Clobberin, Yeti, and chat.
Hey.
Okay, let me get back to this. We're doing our and that's so. Okay, I don't think it's a celebration because they don't look happy here, and I assume this is the same setup, Yeti, as them watching this go away.
Wait a minute. Be saying bye.
It's not. Look at his clothing. And here he's in his outfit.
So that's maybe death of the mother?
Well, this is not the same as this. That's what I'm saying. That, even though they're sad, this is not. This is just a cut to make, okay, a little trickery there.
Yeah.
All right. So happiness, sad. Sad, even sadder.
Happy, sad.
Now, what is going on here? Here's where some magic happens. Let me just play this real quick.
But I could never escape his shadow.
All right, so two things for me, guys, is that obviously this power here causes this water thing to happen.
I don't think those two scenes are related, though.
Oh, you don't?
Okay,
oh, wait a minute. You might be right.
In that there's magic, but I don't think they're happening at the same time. I think there's that one is going to be in the past, and it's and this one is present time for him.
Well, okay, look, here's the shot right here. That's the dad in the white shirt. Here's Shang-Chi. Well, Shang-Chi's right here.
Yeah, there you go. So they're with him.
Shang-Chi's right here.
Yeah.
He might be calling upon some power.
Yes. I think
it's either that or like teleportation.
I think I might know what it is. That's water. No, but I might know what it is because of a later scene.
That's just
Well,
Aquafina.
this is all connected. This is connected, right? Because that's him right there.
Right.
Oh yeah, that part. But this segment right here, I think is
Well,
unrelated scene to the subway. It's going to be like at the start of the movie.
Well, what we do know is that there's 2 women with him. Let's see if there's 2 women here. Yeah, there's the 2 women.
Oh yeah, okay. So these 2 scenes, but that emblem, I don't think.
I see what you're saying.
Yes,
one of them might be his sister.
Well, Aquafina is a friend, and then the woman with the short hair fights. Don't they fight later?
Yeah, probably his sister. Fu Manchu.
yeah.
He had a sister. Fu Manchu had a daughter. As Claude pointed out earlier, Sax Romer owns that character as well. And but they might have a different name for it, and he'll have a sister. Yeah.
Okay, I had one more note about this. Is this guy pulling a Matrix, a Neo? Can he slow shit down? Like, look, I can touch water because I can slow shit down.
Yeah, I'm definitely getting.
Or something magical's going on.
Something magical's going on.
Right.
Maybe it's not from him; it's from the dad and what he unleashes. But he's like looking at the water in slow motion shit.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So.
And now.
Could be the sister.
Oh wait, we got more comments. Okay,
could be the sister. Like again, just won't be exactly the same one that Sax Romer owns. I just give him a different sister with a different name. It'll be So.
Right. The Force. Oh shit. Well.
No, I don't think there'll be a Nayland Smith in this one. In fact, no, there won't.
Yeah, tell us about that.
Well, Nayland Smith is the longtime adversary in the books of Fu Manchu.
Mm-hmm.
And, of course, he was also incorporated into the comics as a very old man that mentors Shang-Chi. But since there's no Sax Roman, no Fu Manchu, he won't be in there.
Okay. Thank you.
That's
for that
probably going to be
the Scotland Yard detective. He was, So there might be. You never know. There might be a character that is substituting for that in some way.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I bet you anything. The gender swap so that they have the woman teaching him, because I mean they took out Doctor Strange from WandaVision because they didn't want to have a man teaching her.
Right. There you go.
So here is some sort of assembly of maybe the sister, the friend, and Razor Fist. Is that Razor Fist?
Could be. Yeah.
Like you just take a look at his arm.
That's probably
that's the guy from the bus.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's probably Razor Fist.
And he's huge.
Big dude. There he is.
Or he's just a normal size.
Huge.
Aquafina in her pants and her shirt and her. That's pretty.
Those
that's kind of funny.
Ugly.
Yeah, it's funny though. Meaning that like like they're total dweebs. These two, they've been living the soy life.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, it's like, look, boy, this is a real world. I hope so. I really hope so.
Yeah.
Because that's kind of cool, and they're all bowing to Wing Wu. Or maybe they're bowing to him because he's in the front, right? Look where they're standing.
Listen, Script Doctor said the guy's 5'6". The guy playing Razor Fist?
Is he really?
No. So Razor Fist, I think, is over 6 feet, and the other guy is 5'6". That's what I think he's saying.
Oh,
and now we're in a different location, completely different. But he's got his rings.
Yeah. His bracelet.
He shoots him off to a female. So what's the theory there?
I still think training.
Training?
Yeah. I don't think this is a fight. I think this is more of a learning how to use these things.
Okay.
Yep, that's probably what it is. That might be the sister right there,
Maybe.
Because it looks like a very similar setting as we saw.
Friendship bracelet. Oh my god, that is too much. That's too much. That is hilarious.
Bengals.
Okay.
Yeah, the secret of the ring is it locks you down for life.
There you go.
Oh, marriage ring. And then he sees sword.
My fist is a razor. Oh, there you go.
And now we get into some big animals.
Yes. Always like big animals.
And we're seeing these padded ninjas with electricity, lights, whatever, swords.
Yeah, I don't think they're trying to kill it. I think they're trying to capture it for money or whatever.
Well, no, I'm looking at these two guys fighting this one monk, and then there's another monk here with a more traditional staff. So these guys seem like an invading force.
Is he funny, or are they fighting, or is the other guy running?
Well, here's what I'm getting is that these guys are an invading force. The monks and the big thing here are killing. Look at, there's another ninja on the floor right here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they're not welcomed. Okay. Oh, yeah. He's not. I don't.
Oh,
wow. Oh my God. He just flung that guy. It's a lion throwing a padded ninja.
I thought that was more Sabretooth.
Oh, is it? Okay. Well, it's a big animal.
Big
cat
animal. Yeah.
Yeah, because it had those big fangs that are associated with the saber-tooth tigers.
Mm-hmm. And we can see here definitely they're fighting the monks.
Yeah, they are fighting
on the monk land.
Oh, I bet you anything the beast is like one of their magical ability. They summoned it to help defend.
These are not ninjas; they're assassins. Yes, Lord, I know. I'm just Rick Sanchez. Let's put Mexican Iron Man in this movie 10 times better. Anything with Mexican Iron Man is going to be 10 times better. 10 times better.
Yep.
Well, the guy's being flung into his tortilla shop, so it's going to get destroyed.
Yeah, Paulie should do a review. And let me just say again, you do not throw tortillas; you eat them. Okay.
Fair enough.
Fair enough. Thank you.
Yes.
Paulie should do a viewing party of Fog Hill of the Five Elements for the stream. Okay. Is that a movie? I'm down. I'm down. Those are foo dogs. What are foo dogs? It's Zuba or something animal. Okay, gotcha.
No.
All right. Here we go. Cool. I'm having fun. You guys having a good time doing the breakdown with me?
Yeah,
sure. Absolutely.
And here is, him with his shirt off. I'm just not impressed. It's like, yeah, man, you're gonna be the kung fu master and you have your shirt off. You need a 6 packet, like for real.
Yeah.
I think they just worked on his upper body. Big look.
I know. Look at. There is a big difference between athletic muscle and show muscle, and you could see some top tier athletes that don't have 6 packs. There are tons of them. Right. It's a totally different function.
But if you're going to be Bruce, though, I'm saying
you
got to be half as short then.
Well, whether we're nitpicking or not, whatever, he's not intimidating.
No, he's not.
He's not. He's not on that superhero. Like I would much rather see his dad fight.
well, that's why I'm not
point.
judging that just based on the look, because I know there's so many legitimate fighters, like badass fighters, that don't walk around with 6 packs. And they could absolutely knock you out. Like, they're dangerous guys because it's way different. I hear you. Yeah.
I hear you, right? But this is a superhero movie, dude.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
This is not like, this is not like, I would, always think of that line. I don't know if has anyone ever seen Eastbound and Down with Danny McBride?
I've seen it a little bit.
Right. Because he's got a gift from God, right? His arm, but he's like, he's a character, right?
Yeah.
And then he's talking to he gets a job and he's talking to the principal who works out every day. I got a gift in God. I don't need to be first place in exercising, So that whenever I see this, it's like, I know what you're saying, but I don't want to see someone who's first place in exercising. I want to see, a Thor version of Shang-Chi. I want to see someone who
that's where I'm thinking he might actually be legitimate in a martial art. So he's gonna have natural fight ability that you'll see on screen, and so that that doesn't show up in his build.
There's two other actors who I can think that could pull it off. That have that incredible physique.
Yeah, because the incredible physique is so different. I'd put more money on him winning a fight over what's his name? Chris Hemsworth. Because he's just got all show muscle. And those guys gas out so quick.
Sure. Okay, so now we go to, is this his sister he's fighting?
Probably.
You can't run from your past, my son.
I'm putting money he's doing these stunts.
Yeah?
I think so.
Joking? Is that a Yeti joke?
No. Like, I think he's going to be doing them.
I mean,
I don't know.
Is that him? I mean, the body looks leaner and more cut than the shot we saw. Than this
stunt man.
Oh, maybe you might be right. Okay, let's go on. You can't run from your past, so I think this goes back to. Oh man, so we're seeing a lot of Tony in this. So let's just play this little part here because I think it's pretty important. Here we go. 2.9 million views. Jesus.
Let's run from your past.
There you go.
Okay, what do we got?
Well, the internet, the geekdom went nuts thinking that this is Fin Fang Foom, a classic Marvel character that's an alien that looks like a dragon from Chinese lore.
Mm-hmm.
And then it may well be, you never know with the MCU. It won't really look anything like the comic book one, of course. And it could be, they're not going to use they're not going to call him Fin Fang Foom. I do not believe it. But it may be intended to be that. He's got some name called the Great Protector or something like that. But I can see Thoth makes a point. He could understand what, he's saying it kind of looks like, it kind of makes you think it's going to be Fin Fang Foom. So even if it is, it isn't, because they're not going to use that name because it's considered to be, what's that word we like these days? Problematic?
Offensive?
Yes.
It's not Godzilla.
Yeah, it's not Godzilla, not Gojira. So but the toys are calling it the Great Protector.
Oh God.
So everyone is going nuts saying it's Fin Fang Foom. Even if it is, it won't be. And what I mean by that is they won't call him that.
Yeah, they won't use that name. It'll just be Great Protector.
Okay. All right.
And it probably won't have the same origin, just like, Mandarin doesn't anyone else. It won't be an alien or any of that kind of stuff. But anyway, it's interesting to see. For like 3 seconds, probably.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, who knows? It might be a big scene.
It might be a scene. He's definitely there. And he looks like he can breathe underwater, right?
I guess so.
Which, again...
I'm guessing more just holding his breath for a long time.
Well, it doesn't look like he's holding his breath. That's what I'm saying.
Well, because it's all CGI'd.
Right. my thinking though is that this lends back to the whole mystical powers that they're going to try to give this guy.
Yeah.
You know,
It sure looks comfortable underwater.
maybe there's another connection here with water and what we saw earlier with this other water stuff.
You got to meet the water gods to channel it, or
Something.
Yeah, that could be the case. Certainly looks like he's got Aquaman powers right there.
Aquaman powers. Oh my god. Okay. So this is definitely a huge
dragon
gift that they're giving us. This is new. This is a big deal, right? As far as character.
Well, yeah, I don't know what he ever had to do with Fin Fang Foom. In fact, the comics had never had anything to do with him, but that doesn't matter. It's the MCU.
Yeah, that's going to be his final outfit.
Right. Now we see final outfit, and then fighting with his dad. Here we go.
Is this what you wanted?
But he has his own ring, doesn't he?
Oh. Wow.
Or is there only 10 rings between them? Like both have 5?
I guess 5 on each arm. I don't know. They might have taken 5 of them from him and they're fighting for it or some kind of mess.
They're fighting to get the rest.
They're going to do their own thing with the movie, so it won't be anything to do with comics. I can tell you that.
Mm-hmm. Well, okay. Well, this is a good shot. So let's just say there's 1, 2 on each of the wing ones, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So there's probably 10 here.
Yeah.
So
5
each one has
you're right.
5. Mm-hmm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in yellow, then 5 in blue. That's kind of cool.
Yeah. So at some point he gets them 5 from his dad, like steals them or wins them.
Is he wearing sneakers and black pants? What the fuck, man?
Kind of looks like it.
He's wearing sneakers and black skinny pants with his. Oh God, really?
Well, the sword never fully goes away. It sticks in your system.
Why?
Yeah, I'm glad you caught that. That is not a threatening look.
By the way, Mandarin does have a connection to Fin Fang Foom. I'm just saying that Shang-Chi never really did, but that doesn't matter. It's Mandarin now, so not Fu Manchu.
I mean, look at his dad's got the boots. He's got the draping pants. You know, the fatigues.
His outfit looks awesome.
Is there?
I don't get that, especially with his upper outfit.
Yeah.
The shirt.
Right. He's got the upper. Yeah. He's got the jacket, whatever you want to call it. But then he's got the soy bottoms and the Converse. And so I'm wondering if this is just like story-wise, who knows? You know what? This is just out of context. So I do know I don't like this.
No, it doesn't look that great.
I love him. I love you, Tony. But this? No. Okay. I hope you kick his ass several times.
Could this be when he gets taken to that mountain castle or home, and he's seeing whether or not he's worthy of fighting? So it's like, here's 5 rings, take me on. So he's still got
Airwalk shoes and skinny. It is, dude. You're probably right, Yeti. Like exactly. You know what? You're I hope you're right, because there's this, right? Let me see. Let's go back to where they bow to him. Well, he's always in black pants. Not there. Here. Oh, where's that? Where's that part? Black. There it is. There you go. And who dresses like this? Is this a grown man? Like he's like supposed to be like what, at least late 20s, early 30s?
He's a hipster.
Is that what that is?
I think so.
That's being a hipster in San Francisco.
Okay, no, hipster would be a bit more douchey.
It's like half. Okay, I don't get it. They just don't want him to look good. We got a t-shirt here. And it's a different type now. He's got another different type of varsity. What do they call it? Letterman jackets? Wannabe Letterman jackets?
Yeah, yes. Yeah,
Ay,
Soy chi.
stupid.
Hipster chi, soy chi.
Here we go. Okay. You know, I know what this is. This whole look reminds me of Kevin Smith Dogma look. This is like very 20 years ago. That whole
but that's
fashion.
That's kind of coming back. I mean,
Okay,
you take a look at her pants, and
well, she looks like an idiot, but he's got he's got the hoodie, the Letterman jacket, black pants, stretchy pants, and sneaks. No one else does.
No.
Oh. Oh my God. All right. Well, maybe it's like, you know, the dad's gonna slap the douchey American out of him. Okay. Here he's in. So clearly this is part of the fight, right? There's like a tournament or something. He's got no shoes on.
Yeah.
All right. So that's more like OG style. And here he's. Oh, that's his. Okay. This is what you wanted. All right, let's go on here.
You got this.
All right.
That's
There
Abominable.
he is.
The Abomination and Wong.
And motherfucking Wong.
Yeah.
Okay. This is the same set as him fighting supposedly his sister. This is the same ring.
Yeah.
Okay, so what do we have here? Who are these people?
Well, Wong, of course, is well known to the MCU. What we can see of this version of the Abomination, a Hulk villain, he looks not a whole lot like the one from the Incredible Hulk from 2008 or whatever it was. I like that movie. I didn't like the way Abomination looked. A lot of people are saying that he almost like he has the fins on his head. And he looks bulkier and bigger, like the Abomination. What he's doing in a ring, fighting a magician, a sorcerer. I don't pretend to know why that, but it's him, and I think he doesn't look. I mean, he doesn't look too bad. And
what do you think, guys, in the chat?
Wong.
You guys like the way Abomination looks?
Well, like Wong, he's a cool character, but I mean, what he's doing here, who knows? I mean,
okay,
yeah,
well,
I don't think those are spins. I think that's all. The skeletal like sticking out because you saw the ridge of his spine, and I think there's probably shoulder blade type ridges.
It could be, yeah. I mean, again, it's tough for me to tell what he looks like. We don't get a great shot of him. So I don't know if he's exactly like the one from that movie, though. Yeah, I think you're right. Well, he's got the ears. I think. It's real tough to tell.
There's ears. There's ears.
Yeah, there's ears. There's Abomination type ears, at least, which he didn't have in that. I mean, he didn't look anything like him in that Hulk film. But
and there he's.
I kind of agree with Tisa. It's just kind of silly. Abomination being in a Shang-Chi movie. It'll only be a couple of seconds, but.
Where are we here? In what kind of tournament? What kind of ring is this? What's going on here? This is totally like we don't know, right?
Probably in the in wherever that headquarters is that we go to, and
oh, you think so? The island,
maybe
whatever.
That island. Okay. Yeah, maybe the Mandarin brings people there.
Yeah, I bet you
with abilities.
They're like betting on fighting. Watching it for enjoyment. It's.
Well, yes, it's something to do with the Mandarin because he is a crime lord.
Okay,
so he's like putting on a show.
But what is Wong? What is Wong doing there? Why is Wong?
They probably because we know all these enhanced or these super powerful beings here and there. Probably they may like kidnap powerful beings to fight in the arena, and somehow they grabbed him. It would be my speculation.
Yeah,
Jack's
I
Wong
think I'm
up.
with you.
Wong goes flying.
Could be wrong. He could have showed up there just to help Shang-Chi or something. Maybe make friends with him. Isn't this movie taking place a lot of it in San Francisco? Did you say?
Think so, but
because Wong's in New York, but you never know. So.
Wow,
He can go anywhere though.
He can go anywhere.
Yeah.
Like
Okay,
this
this
looks
was
more
the
like
big-
a nightclub.
Right. This was the big reveal.
Fight
This was
Club
like
thing.
This was like the big Easter, whatever you call it.
Yeah.
Let's play it one more time.
You got this.
Thank you.
Big jab. Left foot. Right
Yeah,
hook.
it's
That was a
high roll.
horrible line reading. Like
Yeah.
I don't know if he's like trying to like be like like girly and saying thank you, like throwing some salt back,
Right. Probably.
or trying to be funny. Oh, thank you. Like
it's trying to be funny, but they don't do it that well.
but why do they have it in the scene?
It's ugh.
I mean, did you see the joke at the end of the Eternals?
No, dude. Oh, that was
yeah.
worse. All right, let's
Yeah.
just watch this one more time. You're right, dude.
You got this.
Thank you.
Oh my god, I hate him. I hate him.
Is he going to fight the Abomination? Because that can't be much of a fight.
Oh.
I mean, Wong has magical powers. At least he can send the Abomination to Alaska or something. I guess.
I really hated that line reading.
Oh, it's really bad. Thank you.
I mean,
Thank you.
I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. You know what? Matt Vader, sir. Maybe Matt, you can help us. What the hell was that?
Well, it's what Disney thinks is cool.
Yeah.
No, you know what? It was pretty decent.
Cringy.
And and then at the end, they dropped their freaking Disney comedy, and you have Abomination Wong, Aquafina, you got this. And then he's like, thank you.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what Disney thinks is cool. Right down to the
Right.
outfits, and that's what they think is in right now.
Yeah.
Being a big old soy boy.
Guffaw.
Yeah, too much snark,
Guffaw.
not enough worry. Absolutely.
Yep.
Well,
And I doubt that was responding to that fight.
yeah.
It was
And,
probably something else.
Hail to Prince Andrew, member of the channel. Got some great members here hanging out. Director, say more Fem Snarky. No. Matt Vader, I haven't watched it. I'm not allowed to watch new trailers unless it's for the podcast. Oh, gotcha. All right. Well, we're almost done, brother. And congrats on Salty Nerd podcast kicking ass, and
They got monetized.
yeah,
Oh, congrats.
that's great, brother. That's great.
Fantastic.
So all these great people in the chat here with us, and make sure everyone's subscribed to everybody. And you support. Yeah, man. I am a huge okay. So let's just go final words on this and what we saw, what we've broken down here. And then I have a new picture for everyone that I got from Clobberin Times. Go ahead, Clobby.
Yeah, I would say that it's a little bit better than the last trailer, and at least kind of moves better. It's got with you on that final line. Does it make me all that excited? I've kind of lost my excitement for the MCU with how these terrible shows are going, and Endgame had a lot of problems with and stuff like that. So, but it doesn't mean I won't watch it. I will definitely give it a shot. And, I just can't say I'm all that worked up about it. I'm kind of the lead, kind of just something off about him. I like that actor you're talking about a lot, playing the Mander Fu Manchu Marin.
Yeah, Tony Long.
Yeah, Tony Long. I like him. So who knows? I will be fair to it and give it a shot and watch it one day when it comes out. I don't know if I'll go to the theater, to be honest with you. But until now, I haven't missed a movie in the theater from Marvel.
And YetiCast.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you. I've lost a lot of my interest in the MCU, especially after the last couple shows. Like, I just don't care. But the one thing I will say is this seems better than those.
Yeah,
you know, it looks more exciting, interesting. So maybe it'll bring it back to the good old days where we've got some cool fight scenes and just kind of a fun movie.
let's hope so. It's just fun. Would be fun. That's what you're supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
Everyone in the chat, what do you think after seeing this? And after seeing our breakdown, let me just play this one more time, and then I'm going to show you a picture of the old school Kung Fu Master going toe to toe with the Thing. But we go. I know you guys are used to it by now, with them jacking around with these legends and kind of just. But here we go right here.
You got this.
Thank you.
Oh God,
You love it, don't you?
Yeah, that is so bad.
Oh, you got it, Lord Thoth. You always been. This was from a Marvel 2-in-1 issue. There was, Marvel had 2 team-up books, Marvel Team Up, Marvel 2-in-1, and it just goes to show you that Shang-Chi is he'll fight anybody, and he will, use his abilities on someone with that much power, and earn the respect of the thing. So yeah, he was integrated. I mean, I just thought it'd be funny to send you the pic. I mean, me versus Shang-Chi.
Yeah, man. Yeah, we go. Yeah, it's too bad. It's too bad because I really like. I'm liking a lot of these other elements. With what we saw in the trailer, obviously I'm a huge Tony Long fan, and he's such a great actor. Oh well, okay. You think he's hot, and I want to see this film. Well, listen, who is a great member of this channel, who we love very much. That is your opinion, and we don't mean to make fun of him too much. I'm just saying, from what I saw, Arum, I'm not. For me, I wouldn't say. I would say Tony Long is amazing, and good to look at.
That facial expression. That
yeah. I'll take this off because I don't want to keep upsetting Arum. It's and I just And listen, man, not to be I'm across the boards. I'm not a fan of the woman that played Selena in the Selena TV show. You guys know this.
Mm-hmm.
I thought she was completely miscast, completely unappealing, whereas the other people cast were, and they were fantastic. This is how I'm feeling right now. Go ahead.
It looks like he's about to buy Birkenstocks and a bunch of overpriced craft brew.
Oh God. Yeah. So yeah, James Karras says Simi Lu, Chinese Canadian, best of luck to him. Yeah, you know what? And I'm not hammering on I just don't like what I see so far. And I of course I wish these actors luck. I don't know, guys. Now I feel bad.
Don't feel bad. You got to be honest, man.
Yeah.
The other parts I thought he looked tough, but right there, that is a bad shot to stop on.
And there's a good word though, tough. He doesn't come off as a tough guy to me, and Shang-Chi's got no, looks like a guy that is intimidating. You also use that word, Paulie. He doesn't look intimidating to me at all.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's some people that disagree in the chat, which good. I hope, you know what? I hope I'm wrong, because I will see this movie. Absolutely. And I hope I'm wrong. Well, great. That is our analysis. If you missed it, hit the replay. We watch the video in full, and then we do some comic book origin talk. Then we go through it frame by frame. So yeah, let us go around. Let's go around the panel. Let people know what you're doing the next couple days. Let's start with Yeti.
I'm working on a script right now to get back to my roasts. And on Monday, I know Cameron Pash is coming by the show.
Nice.
So going to have him as guest. Going to try and get a couple other people. So check that out at 4 Pacific Standard Time on Monday.
Excellent. 9 p.m. Central every Saturday night, including this Saturday night. The wonderful R.M. Briggs and I will be my first officer. We're reviewing all of Star Trek, 66 through 05 only real Star Trek. And we are on currently. We've already done the original series and the animated series. We're now doing the films. And so this week, Star Trek 3, The Search for Spock, and Star Trek 4, The Voyage Home. Then in a couple of weeks, Retro Blasting is having a virtual con called Iconicon, and I will be sitting on some panels for them. And on my channel, I will be hosting one of the panels. I'll be a panel on, I believe, July the 12th. It is 5 p.m. Central, if I'm getting that right. And it'll be about 8 comic shops of the 80s. And there are many other panels they'll be doing, virtual panels that weekend that I'll be sitting on as well. So.
Awesome. Thanks for coming by the Clobberin Slant today's surprise edition of our show. If you haven't yet, please hit the like button. There's more people right now in the chat than likes, so let's change that. What I got going on later today with the members of the stream, it's going to be for public viewing, is our Karaoke Geeks every Friday night, 5 p.m. Pacific. This time around, we have members coming in of the channel singing David Bowie songs and Prince songs. They're going to give us one of each. Then I have judges coming in to judge and see who the winner is. Our judges this week will be Ords Boards and Kashyyyk Queen. They're coming on, and we have some fun gifts and stuff. And we have the members are even here right now. Hopefully they've been practicing. Which, it's fun. It's our way of, like, at the end of the week blowing off steam and singing some songs. But this will be our first ever little competition, Karaoke Geeks. Then later tonight, I want all the Slantino Nation to come over with me, as I will make my first appearance on Doomcock Show.
Yay!
And I am totally like, I need to calm down, because it's like, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. We're gonna do.
You can do it.
I am doing trivia with Doomcock.
You can do it.
If I can do it, you can do it.
Yes, exactly. I know you've been on this show several times, but it's a big deal for me. So thanks everyone, and we'll see you in a few hours. And I think that's it. Thanks for stopping on by, Matt Vader and Script Doctor, as well as all our great members and new people who I've haven't seen here on the channel. Thank you guys so much.
Indeed. Good day,
everyone.
Bye, everybody. Have a good afternoon. Get something fun to eat. We'll see ya. Peace.
Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. The Slant.
All right, Paulie, let's go.